Hello everyone, it's actually already February 15th. Oh my god. Thank god it's an easy problem today. And I thought about this last night. I actually haven't had any good progress. I thought I was on the right track, but it didn't seem to be. I'm still stuck at the same place. We're trying to find the highest price. We know we're gonna have to start from the hub, right? And then from the hub, we need to go to another hub. And then I basically can just say from one hub, we're gonna go to all the other leaves and then just pick one with the highest. That was what we think, right? But if that is the case, then we have to go through everything for however many times, and depending on how many hubs we have. And we have 10 to the 5th. And there are definitely a lot of computation that can be avoided. So, but I couldn't figure out how we can do this, easier. Like if I have compute, for what it's worth, if I computed the path, right, all the path, then we will have to go through all the other hubs as well, right? We already went through all the other hubs because we want to go to their leaves. So we're to go through all those hubs. So it will be very easy to compute the other way around. That's what I say. You just need to compute the path from hub to hub. But then the problem is now we have all the hub, can take all the hub out, right? And then we can have each one go to the other, each one go to the other. We all have this path, right? We can say from hub 1 to hub 2, what's the total price? And for hub 1 to hub 3, what's the total price? Hub 1 to hub 4, I want to have all of those. But that's just hub 1 to all of them, right? It doesn't mean anything. And in fact, we also need to find the maximum among all the, that's actually, we can just find the maximum of each hub, right? The children related to each hub, so that's just one. So if you go that from hub 1 to hub 2, you just need to find the maximum of the 2 on the hub 1, maximum of 2 on hub 2, and then we compare the maximum of these two, then we can get it. Yeah, that is not an issue. That is easy to do. But the thing is, if I have hub 1 to hub 2, hub 1 to hub 3, how do we get hub 2 to hub 3? Well, that depends if hub 2 and hub 3 are on hub 1, are on the path, right? Then it shall be 1 minus the other. But then the problem is, like, from hub 2, we need to go 2 to 3, and 2 to 4, 2 to 5, right? If we have 5 hubs. And how do we calculate 2 to 4? And we have 1 to 2. Let's say we have 1 to 2 we calculated, right? And then we have 1 to 3 to calculate it. But how do we compute 2 to 3? It cannot go through 1 because I just cannot go 2 to 1 and 1 to 3, right? It has to be 2 to 3 directly. So that's what I say. You need to find the direct edge, right? If you go 1 to 2, and then you stop, so you have 1 to 2, And now from 2 going out, you can now go to 1. So if from 2, you can go to 2 to 3, right? Hub 2 to hub 3. Now you have a new graph, right? You have a new graph based on the new graph is based on all the hubs. Then if you want to say, and still then you have to traverse this graph. I don't know. I mean, what we can do is to see if they are on the same path. Like if we go from 1 to everybody else, right? And then if they're on the same path, we can put them on the same path, right? We can put them on the same path. So 1, 2, so you can say 2, 3, they're on the same path. 4 is individual, 5 is individual, like say 6, 7 on the same path, like that. If it's on the same path, if it's on the same path, then I want to know whether the 2 are on the same path, whether they are on the same path. If they are on the same path, then when I calculate those 2, how do I know if they're on the same path? Well, we can use union find. Yes, we can do union find. And we can know if they're on the same path. If they're on the same path, it will be minus. If they're not, it's going to be plus, right? If the 2 are not on the same path, then they have to go through 1. If you put it that way, that might. But now our problem is just we have to do them, and depending on how many hubs we have. So that's what I was trying to say, right? Yesterday, trying to understand, like, the maximum number of hubs we're gonna have is going to be n divided by 2. Right? It's just gonna be one line, and each one will go out once. Right, and for that, everyone will be on the same path. Ooh, everyone will be on the same path. Oh, but that doesn't matter, because the child can have a giant value. If the child has a giant value, then it's all moot point. Right, you still have to find all of the... Yeah, that's still not gonna work. That's still not gonna work. But in that case, isn't that just gonna be finding the biggest child, right? You find the biggest child, and then you want to find the largest path, right? You want to include the biggest child, like in this case, right? I want to include the biggest child, so I want to find a path, right? We've either this path or this path. But why do you think is going to be the biggest child? Because the biggest child, no, it's not always going to be the case, because the biggest child might have all small other nodes. But since it's a tree, right, so you can always reach another node. Okay, let's say we have another path that does not go from the biggest child. Okay, so we have another path, right, from this and then go to a hub that can generate higher value. Okay, then yeah, there's no way I can prove it wrong, and that's just gonna happen. It could be just that's the route, right? And then this is your route, and then your route is just, well, small. But if that's the case, why don't you just route there? If I know certain path, okay, so this is a hub. This is a hub. Let's do more. Let's say this is the hub, and I say this is the path. From this is the largest path, right? And if we say we can find another path that is longer, not longer, that is larger, because the paths always end at a hub. If we have some path that go start from a root, right? Now start from a leaf and go. We say this is the largest. And then we have another one that take another route, and I say that is the largest. Because if this is the largest, then I can always route to that one. Right? Then this will become even larger. Right? If you claim any path has the highest value, any path, okay, any path. So in this case, this is the path, right? We say it had highest value. There shall always be another path, if it's possible, right? If this one has some other route. And if there's another one, then I can always route from the other one into this. So now we have an even larger one, right? We'll route here and then go there. That will be even bigger. So the only way that for a thing to be the largest is that this situation does not happen, right? And then this is just unique. There's no way to route another thing into this, right? Which means, I mean, it won't be, because if we can route out, then this is still considered a hub, right? If we route out with another one. But if we can route out, then it's for sure. Therefore, the hub can only have one edge that is not a leaf. If a hub has more than one edge that is not a leaf, right, then it will not be the end, because we can always, if you say this is the end, I can always route it. Not true. If this one is really big, right? If this one is gigantic. I mean, like this one, right? If this one's gigantic, then it doesn't matter. It will always be here. This one can route however much you want. But we can say it has to start at a hub that has only one edge out. If this hub is the starting hub and we have more than one edge that's not to the leaf, right? Then whatever this one leads to is not going to be biggest, right? If you say this is going to be biggest, I can always route something else to be bigger. Okay, yeah, that is correct. The starting point must be a hub that only has one edge out. The starting point. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that does make sense. So the starting point can be limited. So we can find all the starting point, right? That's easy to find because we can go through everything, find out the hub, find out the hub, right? Find out the hub and find out how many leaf this hub has. We can compute this. We can. It's not. Yeah, we can find out how many hubs. Now, basically just remove them because these leaves are not really useful. Nah, not really remove them. We got the leaf, we can point into this, so this is potentially a hub. Right, so we add it. And then this, so this is a potential hub. Right, this will have leaf. And then we do the difference between the two. Then we can find how many extra we have. And if the extra is 1, then that is the potential, right? That is the potential. Yes. That is the potential. Okay, so we know the hub we need to start from. How many are they in the graph? These hubs. They're basically on the edge of the tree. And no matter how you do the tree, because they're connected to the, so we can actually take away, so they become the single point. So basically, how many single point does the graph has? Oh, you can have a lot if you have a regular tree, right? If you have a complete tree, the one before the last, they are all your hubs. And this is a hub. This is a hub. We can go this, or in fact, let's keep mowing this. This is a hub. This is a hub. Oh, I mean, there's only one pass. But between, say, these two hubs, yeah, no idea. No idea. All right, let's do today's challenge first. Might have to look at a hint. Just no idea. I mean, we pushed to a point where we know where to start, right? But knowing where to start does not help. I don't know. I know where to start, but I don't know where to. Yeah, because there still can be a lot of options to choose from. Greedy? We always pick the largest? No. You cannot always pick the largest. Because another path might have more. What's this? Num has no leading zero except for zero itself. Oh, okay. This is just an addition. So I need to turn k into this one as well. We can do one by one on k. Oh, 10 to the 4th. We can just directly do it. It's only 10 to the 4th. No, it's 10 to the 4th digits. It's 10,000 digits. It's not 10,000. 10,000 is 5 digits. So we can go from this, and then we can say result. Okay, and then right to left. IJ. Oh, not then K. Mod 10. While I is larger equal to 0 and K. Okay, carry, we start with 0. S equal to num I plus K mod 10 plus carry. Right, and then rest dot append S mod 10 carry equals S divided by 10 and K divided equal to 10 and I minus equal 1. Now I keep going until one of them is exhausted. right? If exhausted, then we say if while I larger equal to 0, if there's more numbers, then s equal to num I plus, that means no more k, right? So plus c, res dot append s a bit easier way to do s cs no c remaining equal div mod sn10, and this one will do append remainder, and c we already done it, so it'll be the same. So no more k, right? Or while k is so equal to k mod 10 plus c, cr plus div mod s10, k divided equal to 10. Then we'll return a what? A list of integers. So it'll be res reverse. Graph is always tough. Oh, the hell? Which one? Ooh, the last one. Did you forget the extra? I guess I do forget. If c carry res dot append c. And we can also do, let's say 0 and 0. Oh, k must be 1. Okay. Lordy. I almost tested that one. Huh. Where's the append? How do I pass without this append? I never hit that, that's why. I forgot the append. Alright, I'm gonna read a hint for the other one. Yeah, we're not doing it. We feel like we have it, but we don't. School book edition. Oh! You just add, oh God. Oh God. You don't have to do it this way. My Lord has mercy. just add this. Man, this is also not efficient. We'll keep doing this. K is carry. When the carry is done, then we have nothing more. And we change on A. Oh, that's actually quite smart. It's actually a good problem. Copy this link. Okay, so the trick is to add K to each element of num and change num in place. So we say num -1 plus equal to K, right? And then we say for I in range len num -1, right? For each time we can say carry remaining equals num I div mod, right? Num I and 10, and then num I shall equal to R. Then K is, we're gonna do num I -1 plus equal to K, right? So K is essentially carry. But we have to say if I, oh well, then why do you go to 0 and can go to 1? But you need a carry. So if I do this, and then you say if not K, then you can break. Right, so we don't have any carry, so we don't have to keep going. Yeah, then we're done. We already finished. Unless K is bigger, then we say, well, okay. Right. Well, K, then we need to add to the front of a number. Right. As num is already done. So K out, then K is the carry, right? K is the carry. So we should say KR equals div mod num I. No, K. Then num equals R plus num at the front. And then we'll return num. Is that right? Yeah. But this is slow though. But it's okay, I guess. I think it's gonna be faster. Oh, it is faster. Yeah, because K is definitely going to be smaller than the majority of nums. So, good. Hints. DP. It is DP. Yes. Okay, we can find. And this basically is from this. If a root here is from this to the longest, right? And I think I know what it's trying to say, but this is apparently is very terrible way of writing. is parent of the second one. What do you mean by the parent of the second one? Or neither is parent of the second. What's the second one? We root at vertex 0. We want to find the answer. If we root at vertex 0, you say the optimum is a sum of the price of nodes from path u to v. Yes. Either u or v is the parent of the second one, or neither is a parent of the second one. What is this? U and V are both leaves. U and V are both leaves. How is that possible? U and V are both leaves. From node V to leaf, where V is a parent of that leaf. The maximum price sum from node V to leaf where V is a parent of that leaf. I've never been so confused in my life. The hell? Who wrote this? I don't understand. How can U and V are both leaves? You said it's a path from U to V. How can both be leaves? I think when I say the parent is ancestor. Yeah, I think that's what it means. It's not parent, it's ancestor. I still don't understand. I think it means either U is the parent of ancestor V, or V is the parent of U. Is that what it means? How can it be from leaf to leaf? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't understand the hint number 5 either. Maximum price sum from node V to leaf, where V is a parent of that leaf. I mean ancestor. V0 denote the maximum price sum from node V to leaf, where V is a parent of that leaf minus price leaf. From U this going to the leaf, so it's the maximum price without the leaf. Okay, and V is the maximum price going to a leaf. Then the maximum price is this plus parent plus. Okay, I got this. Okay, I got this. This is correct. And what we're just saying is the optimal answer. If we pick anyone, right? If we pick any node, and then we say if the optimal answer goes through this node, then we have to have, this is like the parent node, right? This is the parent node. And or either this or this is the parent. So itself is a parent, which is like this condition. Or neither of them are the parent. Oh, I see. What do you mean both are leaves? No, they're both are childs. They're both are childs and not leaves. Okay, it's a different way of thinking, but my way of thinking is right. I just couldn't find a way to solve this using my way. So it's gonna be a DP. Basically, we want to find from each node Going to where? Going to the maximum price from node V to leaf, where V is a parent of that leaf. What do you mean V is a parent of that leaf? That means this can go to that leaf, but you can go to any place. I don't understand. What do you mean by it's the parent? So I pick a node, right? And I have all his children. And for each children, and go down that path specifically. Don't come the other side, but you just go down that path. You can find the maximum, right? And then from all the other children, you can go down their path. And then we find the one. But how does this DP? It doesn't make sense. And does it also depend on the parent? Because if the parent is on the other side, it doesn't make sense. It does not make any sense. Alright, I'll end it today. I think this one I have to check the solution. No idea. The hint is not helpful. Like, this one doesn't make any sense. And like this one, what does this mean? Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.